We go to Pennsylvania.
Come on, man.
Even after Trump's massive win on Tuesday, it seems some have missed the memo.
What?
A county in Pennsylvania decided to count illegal balloting even after the state Supreme Court told them not to.
Because you're wrong, okay? So shut up.
I'm Jazz Berganzo on this. Dems, a little secret. Pennsylvania went red, so deal with it.
You need to shut the fuck up.
But that's what's next. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Jazz Berganzo, what's next? Your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Tuesday. Well, it's been a couple weeks since the election. And we all know that the Trump won. He won in a mandate. He won in a landslide to the biggest that we haven't seen since Ronald Reagan in 1884. But yet, there are still some states, some counties who just don't get it, who might have missed the memo. Well, we go to Pennsylvania. That's one of them. A county, Bucks County to be exact, kind of hits, close to home. I'll talk about that in a bit. They decided to count illegal balloting even after the state Supreme Court told them not to, because they still seem to think that their guy has a chance to win by hook or by crook. And here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. Pennsylvania Supreme Court orders election boards to stop counting illegal ballots, but they said, you, State Supreme Court. A Pennsylvania Supreme Court is ordering boards of elections throughout the state to follow its previous rulings and not to count mail-in or absentee balloting and fail to comply with the state election code. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court issued its ruling on Monday as election board officials in in Bucks County in particular, have defied Pennsylvania Supreme Court precedent and to move on count ballots that count and determine cannot be counted. Wow, trying to say that 3 times. The ruling part reads, the court hereby assumes that the King's Bench authority over the instant applications only direct to all respondents, including the boards of elections in Bucks County, Montgomery, Philadelphia County, shall comply with prior rulings of this court, which have clarified that mail-in, absentee, that fail to comply with requirements to the Pennsylvania Election Code shall not be counted, all caps, for the purpose of election held on November 5th of 2024. The Republican National Committee and the Republican Party of PA brought the lawsuit against 67 counties in PA, and all eyes on the U.S. Senate race where Senator Bob Casey refuses to concede because he lost to Senator-elect Dave McCormick, also a Democrat. So it's not Democrat versus Republican. It's Democrat versus Democrat. So, yeah. Despite the Associated Press calling for the race for McCormick over a week ago. The ruling comes after Bucks County Commissioners Diane Ellis Marsiglia and Chairman Robert Harvey Jr. moved a 2-1 vote to count 405 misdated or undated mailing ballots on November 12th, as counsel for McCormick pointed out in a separate lawsuit against the Bucks County Board of Elections in the Bucks County Court of Common Pleas. The board did so even though its legal advisors recommended rejecting the ballots based on the current state of the law, the appeal read. After warning from county legal advisors that counting ballots would likely lead to a lawsuit, Ellis Margana said, quote, I just can't vote to reject these ballots. I just can't, per the filing. Walter Zimlock, McCormick's counsel, wrote also that the board violated the election code's mandate requiring that the Pennsylvania Supreme Court repeated orders holding the date requirement must be enforced. Ellis Margellin and Harvey Jr. on November 14th also moved to count provisional ballots, missing signatures, and 1 or 2 vital critical places, despite a Pennsylvania Supreme Court ruling from months ago said the provisional ballots missing a signature cannot be counted. You can't count a ballot from someone who doesn't exist. Well, then again, we still had dead people voting. Ellis Marsiglia said she did not value the court's precedent and boasted she was indifferent to whether or not she was breaking the law in her official capacity by ignoring the court's ruling. This is directly from them.
We reject all 3 categories of these ballots.
Your motion is to reject or dismiss the challenges in this category in front of you?
Correct.
He's the only one with common sense. The old man had common sense.
Mostly because I think we all know that precedent by a court doesn't matter anymore in this country, and people violate laws anytime they want. So for me, if I violate this law, it's because I want a court to pay attention to it.
Oh, how nice, because we violate laws every day. Gee, she didn't aim that at a certain president-elect, did she? No. I think we all know with the president of the court, it doesn't matter anymore in this country. People violate laws anytime they want, she said. So for me, if I violate the law, fuck y'all, I'll do it anyway. Ellis Marsiglia and Harvey Jr. voted to count the ballots, even though after the county's legal department advised them unless it's signed by the voter in 2 places, it shall not be counted. The third commissioner, Gene DiGirolamo, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, moved, yeah, I'm not recognizing the votes. Don't care. Pennsylvania Supreme Court Justice Kevin Brobson wrote in a concurring statement accompanying the court orders Monday to disabuse local election officials and the notion that they had the authority to ignore the election code provisions that they believe are unconstitutional. Indeed, this court has held the administrative agencies, like county boards of elections, lack the authority to declare unconstitutional law the very statutes from which they derive their existence and which they are charged to enforce, Brobson added. As of Monday afternoon, McCormick had 17,439 advantage over Casey. 17,439 over Casey. Not 700, not 7, not 1, but 17,000. With more than 95% of the vote counted in, according to New York Times election results. Since they are separated by less than a half a percentage point, the race will go into a recount, which in my opinion is absolute bullshit. Anyway, my thoughts quickly. So what Pennsylvania does. This is what Pennsylvania does. Pennsylvania has always done this in close races. They decided to drag it out as much as possible, especially since Trump won in a mandate across the country and including Pennsylvania. So when I first caught wind of this and I saw it there, I was like, wait a minute, I had to stop it and I had to look real close only because I was like, wait a minute, I know one of those county commissioners. Excuse me. Robert Harvey Jr. And when I said that it kind of hits close to home, it does, only because him being from Bucks County, myself being from Bucks County, my old stomping grounds back in PA when I lived there, went to high school together. So I didn't know him. So no one, you kind of don't know him as Robert Harvey Jr. We always knew him as Bobby. So for him to go this way, for him to have aspirations in the politics and what have you, who knew? Then again, here we are. So McCormick's up by 17,000. And of course, it counts in the, of course, it weighs into the percentages of that, that closely. So it's going to end up in an automatic recount. So again, not surprised. But at the end of the day, McCormick's going to win. He's going to win. So you're counting illegal balloting, even though the state Supreme Court told you not to. But then you have one of the commissioners say, you know what? Fuck the state Supreme Court. We're going to do it anyway because everyone does it. Everyone breaks the law. Yes, I'm looking at you, Orange Man Bad. That's exactly what she meant. So, yeah, we all know. So stop lying. Anyway. Yeah, when I first saw this, I posted on X and I was like, wait a minute. I know who that guy is. That's Bobby Harvey. And then, of course, I posted on Facebook and all I said on Facebook was, look at this. No commentary, only because I know so many friends on there who went to high school with him just as I did. Yeah, might have a, comment or two regarding my politics. But that being said, McCormick's going to win this, and Pennsylvania, you need to move on. You voted red, move on, go about your lives. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. I want to see more like this. Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.